wholesale level. Of course, all that cost is passed down to you because companies will do that when they're trying to manage their own businesses. It's reflected with a 3.2% rise from a year ago. Maria Bartiromo here with more on this. A good morning to you. So gas and food and everything is costing more, and this has been a stubborn number so far.
Yeah, and you know, Bill, the underlying component here that is really the problem is what you just said, oil. And the fact is that when you have this climate change agenda that is pushing fossil fuels to the side, it's only pushing oil prices up. And so when you've got the price of oil going up, that is what is needed to transport the products. So what we see here really is a double whammy of bad news. You've got inflation staying elevated with, as you just said, input costs, the cost that producers pay. They usually pass it on to consumers. Those costs are going up at a time that retail sales, while up, are up lower than expected. The consumer is stretched. They're going into their credit cards. They're going into their 401ks. You've got several states now reporting credit card delinquencies are on the rise. So they can't afford to pay their credit card bills, and they can't afford to pay for just simple essentials like gas and food.
Yeah, I thought the Journal did a really good job just yesterday of showing like key things, everyday items that you would use, showing the old price compared to the new price. And it's just, it's sticker shock.
Like deodorant.
Or baby
from
wipes.
$3.99 to $7.99.
That's
and
incredible.
Then you see that.
I've got the inflation tracker here. Things like motor vehicle insurance up 20% year over year. Sewing machines, fabric supplies up 11%. Tax return preparation up 11% as well. So it's moving out to just beyond goods to services as well.
The other thing, it made me chuckle just a little bit because about 2 years ago, I remember asking you, Maria, what does transitory mean when it comes to inflation?
I remember when you asked me that.
And you helped me understand it, and then we could explain it to people. And Ed Lawrence talked to Secretary Yellen, and this is what she said.
So in 2021, you did say that inflation was transitory. Do you regret saying that now?
I regret saying it was transitory. It has come down, but I think transitory means a few weeks or months to most people.
I mean, at least she owns up to it.
Yeah, she did own up to it. It's not temporary. Hasn't been transitory. It has been really a 3-year period where consumers are feeling real pressure because they are seeing prices and seeing sticker shock because prices of everything are up. I will say this, rent has stabilized. I spoke with Stephen Schwartzman the other day, the chairman of the Blackstone Group, who is the largest owner of commercial real estate in the world. He says, look, it takes a while for this to get through in terms of the headline number on CPI or PPI. Rent has stopped going up, but the other things are really problematic. Like you said, food and fuel. That's keeping inflation elevated. This morning on Mornings with Marie, we had Jim Grant on, founder of the Grant Interest Rate Observer. He said, I wouldn't be surprised if the Fed raises interest rates this year. I was like, whoa, that is so contrary, and that would obviously cause a big stock market sell-off. I don't really buy into that. I don't think the Fed's going to raise rates. But for him to say that.
Quickly, you mentioned 401k withdrawals. I want to put on the screen here over the past 5, 6, 7 years about the increase in people taking an early withdrawal. Remember, you pay taxes on this money, too. When you see that throughout history, what does it tell you?
Big mistake to do it. Number one, I think it tells us that the consumer is stretched for them to reach into their retirement accounts and need money to pay for these essentials. All I want to say is this. I tell all my friends, the biggest secret and the easiest way to becoming a millionaire is your 401k plan. Do not go into your 401k plan sooner than retirement. Do not use that money. Let it build up and don't leave any money on the table. You work for a company that's willing to match the money dollar to dollar. Take it all. Don't leave any money on the table and don't go into your 401k. That is a sign of stress, and that's not good.
Wow. Strong advice.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Maria.
Great to have you. Thank you so much.